Y'all, it's Shannon. You're on my channel, oh my, and today I'm going to do my simple homemade fudge. And all you need is 1, 2, 5, wait a minute, I'm sorry, 6 ingredients. You're going to need your marshmallows, of course. So, I counted out 25 marshmallows, the big ones. You can measure the little ones out, but I always use the big ones. You will need some butter, 2 cups of sugar. You will need your morsels. Let me find them. Your morsels. And you will also need 1 teaspoon of salt. And it says 2/3 cup of evaporated milk. So I just get the little ones, and they are 5 ounces, which is 2/3 cup. So let's get this started. So in a pot, I'm going to pour my 2 cups of sugar and my 1 teaspoon of salt, which is all in there together. Then a 1/2 cup of butter, which is also 1 stick. And then my evaporated milk. We're going to pour that in there. And I'm going to turn the stove on. And then I'm just going to start getting it stirred. You guys see that back there? That is my homemade cinnamon and apple that I like. I just turn it on and it heats the house up. Or it smells the house up. I'm sorry. For that Christmassy type flavor. Okay, so we're going to get this to where the sugar is all dissolved and the butter is melted real nice and good and everything is mixed together. So let me get this going. Now, it may take a little longer for me because I am doing this on an electric stove. My personal preference, I like gas. I just like the way it cooks, and it's just my personal preference. But I don't have a gas stove anymore. I have an electric stove. So, therefore, I gotta make do. So, let's get this going, and I will be right back to check in with y'all and show you guys what the consistency is supposed to be. Be right back. When everything melts down, this is what it's going to look like. But I'm going to turn the burner up a little bit higher because we got to get it to come to more of a simmer for about 4 to 6 minutes or so. So that way everything will melt really nice together. So let me get this going and I will be right back. So you can see it's starting to do its little simmering right there in the corners of the pan. So you have to keep stirring it consistently until it's ready. And so I'll put in 1.5 cup of morsels. I'm using semi-sweet morsels on this batch. And then after that, you'll use, I use about 25 of the large marshmallows. So we're going to keep stirring, and as soon as it's ready, I will be right back so we can stir it all in together. Now, I lined my pan with parchment paper, and it's just a cookie sheet underneath. And I put a little bit of spray on it just so that it doesn't stick. And also optional is if you want to put nuts in it. Pecans, walnuts, peanuts, whatever you want to put in it, you can put in it. And here she is. You see the bubbles going, so we're going to keep them on going. And I've got about 4 minutes left to do this, and I will be right back. To start, so here goes the 1.5 cups of morsels. I didn't plan this out very well. And then I went ahead and added pecans to it. And then we're just going to get this all stirred in. And Okay, I have to have 2 hands to do this. So I will be right back to show you guys the finished product. There she is, all stirred and mixed. The little lumps in it are the pecans. Now I'm going to take it, I'm going to pour it in on my cookie sheet with parchment paper, and I will be right back. She looks like we're going to let her set so she can cool down, and then I will slice them up in cubes and store them. So, but yeah, hopefully it'll turn out. So if this one doesn't turn out, then it always, I'm going to say 99% of the time it happens. My first batch of the season does not turn out. Then I turn around and I have to make it again. But I'm hoping that this time it will turn out, and I hope, because I really don't want to make another batch. Because normally what will happen, it'll be like where you can eat it with a spoon. But I'm hoping, let's hope, we'll know here in just a little bit if it turns out. And I only do 1 batch at a time. You can double everything or triple everything depending on how big of batches you want. But I just do 1 batch at a time, and that way I'm not, I just, whenever I make more than 1 batch, me personally, it never turns out. So I just do 1 batch at a time, and then I move on. And so let's just hope that this one turns out. And this is just 1 batch. I mean, of course, you know, when you go to cut them, you know, in your little squares, you can make them however big you want. You can make the thickness however thick you want. That it's all preference. It's on how you want to do it. I think the hardest thing on making the fudge is making sure that your sugar and your butter and salt and your evaporated milk are just all mixed and married together, so that it just, when you put your morsels in and your marshmallows, they melt just perfectly. And so far, thank goodness, it looks like this batch did that. So that being said, I'm going to get off of here, and I got some other things to do while this sets and cools and all that good stuff. But I will be back so we can cut and see if it did what it's supposed to do. So hopefully this is a flip and not a flop. So, but I'll be right back, y'all. Hey, y'all, I'm back, and the fudge has set, and I think it is going to be good. So we're just going to cut. Oh my gosh, y'all. Okay, we're just going to do a little tiny piece for a sample. Okay, and see, there it is. I probably should have added more nuts to it, but that's okay. It's no problem at all. Hold on. I normally don't do this, but I am today. We're going to try just a little bit and see how it did, but it set very nice. So that's awesome. First try. I didn't have to do another batch to make it set. That is my fudge, y'all. Yay. So, Merry Christmas. Yay. I'm so glad it turned out. 1 batch down and many more to go. So, the next couple of batches that I'm going to do, I'm probably going to do videos of them too, because they're different flavors, just so that you guys can see. But until next time, thank you guys for watching and sharing and liking. I really appreciate y'all's support. Hope everybody's doing great. God bless and peace. Bye.